that makes you frustrated when it happens? Izzy, what's something that makes you frustrated?
I don't know.
Okay. Junie, what's something that makes you frustrated?
When Daniel stepped on my back at the playground.
When what happened?
When Daniel was still here and he climbed on my back.
Oh yeah, so when someone hurts you, that makes you, when you get hurt, that makes you frustrated. Okay.
Mommy!
So we're gonna color getting hurt. We're gonna make it blue.
Wait, Mommy!
Okay. So getting hurt. So we're gonna pick something that's not getting hurt. So,
Wait, Mommy,
Connor,
go.
what's something that makes you
She's
frustrated?
at home.
When there were pictures that from school that I really love, I accidentally lost one in a parking lot.
Oh yeah. So when you lose something that's important to you, that I agree. That is definitely frustrating. So we're gonna make losing things or forgetting things. We're gonna make them this color. Okay. All right. So, anybody else have something that makes them frustrated? All right, Naomi, what's something that makes you frustrated?
Sometimes it look like that I really want something, and then my mom and dad say you can't get it.
Oh yeah. Hearing no. I agree. Hearing no can be frustrating.
And I'm coming.
So we're gonna make hearing no over here. So yeah, hearing no, whether it's from, it might be from your mom or your dad or even your friend. Hearing no is hard. I agree. Sometimes I get frustrated when I hear no. All right, we got one more. So does anybody have an idea? Willow, what's something that makes you frustrated?
When I'm frustrated, is like sometimes when I'm frustrated and like sometimes when I get frustrated, they knock someone down and like in the playground of my house. That's why I get frustrated.
Oh yeah, if something gets knocked down. Yeah, if you're building something, if you're making something and something gets broken. So can we say something gets broken? Can we use that?
Like if a cat runs down my tower,
Yeah.
I get so stressed.
Okay, so we're gonna use things get broken. And we're gonna make it this color. Okay, so if you look at our jars, they're not full, right? So there's a little bit of getting hurt. Because do we want to get hurt all the time? No. And there's a little bit of I lost something or I forgot something. Because if we lost all of our things all the time, or we forgot all of our things all the time, that would be really bad, right? And then there's, what was that? What was the green one? Judy, what did you say? Oh, when you hear, when someone doesn't listen to your words.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then Naomi said that when you hear no, when you want something and you hear no. So sometimes these happen. So they happen a little bit at a time. And so when they happen a little bit at a time, that's okay, right? So you might be playing on the playground today and you might fall and hurt your knee, and that it's not going to be good, but you're going to be okay. Or you might forget your lunch at home for today and you're going to be really hungry, but are you going to get to eat again? Yeah. And then you might really, really want ice cream after dinner, but what's going to happen? Yeah, mom and dad might say no, not tonight. Or you might be building a beautiful tower and somebody might walk by and they might accidentally bump the floor and it might fall over, right? And all of those things are going to make you really frustrated. But if they happen one at a time, it's okay because you've still got some room, right? You're in your cup, in your frustration cup, you got a little bit. But if things happen all at once, so if this is my frustration cup, I wake up in the morning and my frustration cup is empty because nothing's happened to me. I've only been sleeping, so I can't be frustrated yet. Nothing's happened. But I wake up in the morning and, like Willow said, my cat has jumped on my bed. My alarm went off, and so I woke up and my cat jumps on my bed, and I'm frustrated because my cat's not supposed to be jumping on my bed. So I'm a little frustrated with my cat. A little frustrated. Okay. And then because my cat jumped on my bed, I had to clean up my bed and do things, and so it made me go a little bit behind. And so now I forgot my lunch. At my house. So now I know all morning I'm going to be thinking about how hungry I am and how I want lunch, but I don't have my lunch. And then I asked Miss Mary if I could go to my house and get my lunch, and what did she tell me?
No.
She told me no. Do I like hearing no? No, and I'm really frustrated. I'm really frustrated. So what's happening to my frustration cup?
It's getting frustrated.
Exactly, I love that word. It's getting frustrated, or that is what's happening. So how am I feeling when my frustration cup is getting fuller and fuller? Bad. So am I getting calmer, or maybe am I getting grumpier? Yeah. So I might be getting grumpier, because that's what happens sometimes is when your frustration cup fills up, you get grumpy. And so then I have to sit and wait during lunch because I don't have my lunch and there's no extra food at school and I can't share food with my friends. And so then I go outside, and when I go outside I fall and I scrape my knee. So I'm almost to the top of my frustration cup. Almost to the top.
I just scraped my knee.
And then, so I'm almost to the top, and then what's going to happen if one more thing happens to me?
It will overflow.
So what do you think that means? If my frustration cup overflows, what do you think that means?
You'll overflow with anger.
Yeah. So what do you think that would look like? If I'm overflowing with anger, what is that? How are you going to, if you look at me, so how are you going to know that I'm overflowing with anger? What might I do? Yes.
That's like doing this.
Oh yeah, I might make a face. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What else might I do?
You might really make funny.
So what if she wasn't Miss Lynn and she was a kid? So you've never seen Miss Lynn like stomp her feet or cry or throw things. What might she do if she was a kid and got her cup got full? What might a kid do?
She might be really angry and do stuff. And when I get really angry, I really pitch a fit a lot. And I sometimes do act like that because I'm really mad.
Yeah. So I agree, Naomi. Sometimes when I get mad, I don't act like my normal self, right? Because when you said that, has anyone ever seen Naomi pitch a fit? I've never seen Naomi pitch a fit. So if I saw Naomi pitch a fit, I would be like, something is happening, because I've never seen that before. So I agree. Sometimes when your frustration cup gets overflowed or almost to the top, sometimes you act different than you normally do.
Yeah,
I agree.
Sometimes don't mean to do.
So Bear, I know you're enjoying this, but if it spills, it's not gonna be fun for either of us. Can you sit on your bottom, please, love?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you sit right here on your bottom? Thank you. Okay. So one more thing is gonna happen to me. So can somebody give me an idea of what one more thing is that could happen to me for my day? All right, Connor, what's one more thing that could happen for me?
Your mom might have misunderstood something you wanted to show and tell something on the playground, but it got lost at home.
Oh yeah. So mom misunderstood, and I'm trying to explain to her, but I'm already frustrated, and it's not going well. So yeah, I agree. Okay. So if one more thing happens to me, Connor was right. That it's going to do what?
Overflow.
So if it overflows, I might stomp my feet. I might scream. I might say something that isn't very kind. Like if my mom is there, I might say, I don't like you. Is that true? No. Does mom know that it's not true?
Yes.
But does it still feel yucky for mom? Yeah. Does it feel yucky for me?
Yes.
Yes. So we can feel when our frustration cup is getting too full. Sometimes it happens so fast that we're like, oh, we have a little bit of room left, but then something happens and it overflows so fast. But we can feel it getting fuller because our body changes. like Connor said, sometimes our body feels tense, we make a face. Sometimes your body feels hot. So what are some things that you can think of that we can do that I can get rid of my frustration, that I can empty my cup? What could I do? Naomi, what's something I could do?
You could breathe.
I could breathe. I could breathe. That's right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this works. So I'm going to breathe in. Okay. So I'm going to breathe in, and I'm going to give some of my frustration back. Okay. What else could I do? Junie?
You could finger breathe, or you could press hard.
Oh, yeah. So I could give myself a little massage, or I could practice more breathing. So yeah, let's see if that's helping any. So can anybody tell, does it look like it's helping, or does it look like it's not doing anything?
Yeah.
It's helping. It is helping. So Barrett, Connor really wants to see, but he can't see. Can you sit on your bottom love? Yeah. So Connor, what's something else that I could do?
You could, what I do is I get up, be alone.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I have to say, I'm really grumpy and I'm frustrated and I need to be by myself and calm down. So let's see if that helps him. Okay. All right. Anybody else have another idea of what I could do? Yes, Miss Mary?
So sometimes when I'm frustrated, I just need to cry really hard, and then I feel a lot better.
Oh yeah.
It's not very fun. It's nice if I can just cry quietly by myself and not scream at people. But sometimes I just really need to cry, and then I feel a lot better.
Yeah. Let's see if that helps. All right. Okay. Anybody else have another idea? Naomi, what could I do?
You could just go away for a minute, go somewhere and sit, and maybe you have next door neighbor, and then you could sit and get that view.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I could go outside. I agree. Sometimes going outside really makes me feel better.
Sometimes talking to somebody else makes you feel better.
So I can do all of these things and they help. But sometimes, do you remember when we started? Did I have any frustration in my cup? No. But sometimes what happens is instead of all of my things happened in the morning. Okay? So sometimes things happen in the afternoon. So maybe so you can put your hands down. So maybe what happened to me instead was that I got home from school and Mom told me that I was going to get to have a snack, and I was really excited because I thought it was going to be my favorite snack. But instead, my mom gave me celery, and I personally don't like celery. And so I was frustrated that I had to eat celery for my snack. And then I have a younger brother that has to take a nap, and my mom told me that I had to take a nap too, and I didn't want to take a nap, so I got frustrated about that. And then when it was time for dinner, my mom told me that I could pick what was for dinner, and I got really excited, but then she told me that I had to choose between spaghetti and oatmeal for dinner, and I didn't like either of those choices. So sometimes your frustration happens later in the day. So sometimes even after you do those things, so I'm getting ready to go to bed, so can I go outside? It's after dinner. Can I go outside? Maybe, but probably not. Probably not a good choice to go outside in the dark. Probably not. So I can't do that.
Unless you have a flashlight.
Right, so I can't do that. And I can't talk to my neighbor, like Naomi said, because my neighbor is already in bed too, so I can't talk to my neighbor. And I practiced some of my finger breathing, and that helped. But what's happened to my cup? Is it empty, or does it still have some frustration in it? It still has some frustration in it. And sometimes we are not able to completely empty our frustration cup at the end of the day. But there are some other things